If you have more, to select it all, up arrow key on your keyboard. Do this, click the icon at the upper right of the Layers panel, and click Convert to Smart Object. Let's name the layer Green. Go to Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur panel, and click Convert to Smart Object. Let's name the layer Green. Go to Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. Blur it 2 pixels and click OK. Control-click or Command-click on the thumbnail of the green layer to make a selection of its shape. Go to Select and Save Selection. When this window appears, just click OK. Then deselect it. Make 2 copies of the green layer by pressing Ctrl or Command-J twice. Name the top layer RGB and the layer under it Red. Let's hide these 2 layers by clicking off their eyeball icons. Click the thumbnail of the green layer to make it active, and double-click on an empty area of the layer to open its layer style window. Under Advanced Blending, notice all the channels are checked: red, green, and blue. Uncheck the red and blue channels, but leave the green channel checked. Then click OK. Make the red layer visible and active. As before, double-click on an empty area of the layer to open its layer style window. This time, uncheck the green and blue layers, but leave the red layer checked. Then click OK. Even though we have the red channel checked, at this point your text should look yellow. We're going to move the layer 4 pixels to the left. I'll zoom in closer so you can see the effect better. Press the left arrow key on your keyboard 4 times. Make the RGB layer visible and active into a folder. To do this, make the RGB layer active and shift-click on the thumbnail of the green panel. To save space, let's group the other text layers into a folder. To do this, make the RGB layer active and shift-click on the thumbnail of the green layer to highlight the 3 layers. Then press Ctrl or Command-G to group them into a folder. Name the folder Text. Double-click on Gaussian Blur and make the radius 10 pixels. Make a copy of the layer, double-click on Gaussian Blur, and this time increase the radius to 30 pixels. Next, we'll add scan lines. First, let's group these green glow layers into a folder. Use the same steps as you used before. Name the folder Glows. Click the New Layer icon to make a new layer. We'll fill the empty layer with white, and since white is the background color, press Ctrl or Command plus Delete. Go to Filter and Filter Gallery. Open the Sketch folder and click Halftone Pattern. Make the pattern type line, the size 2, and the contrast 50. Open your Transform tool by pressing Ctrl or Command-T. At the top, there's the percentages of the transform width and height. In the height field, type in 50%. Make sure the chain link isn't highlighted. Then, press Enter or Return twice. Go to View and make sure Snap is checked. If it isn't, just click on it. Press and hold Shift as you drag it to the bottom of your document. It'll snap to it because we have Snap checked. Make a copy of it and press and hold Shift as you drag the copy up until it snaps to the top of your document. Merge these 2 layers by pressing Ctrl or Command E. Change the blend mode to soft light. The scan lines are a bit too sharp, so we'll blur them a bit by going to Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. Blur it 0.5 pixels and click OK or press Enter or Return. Next, we'll add subtle scan lines inside our text. Make a copy of the scan lines and change the blend mode to Subtract. Reduce its opacity to 25%. Open the Channels panel. If you don't see it, go to Window and Channels. Control-click or Command-click on the thumbnail of Alpha 1. This opens the selection that you saved